Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you are well. My name's Craig. I just wanted to send you a quick video just talking through your website. I noticed that you're running some Facebook ads, and I've been engaging with a lot of customers of mine who are basically doing the exact same thing. But what I'm finding is that they're spending all these monies on Facebook and Google ads, but they've not actually got their website set up for optimization, so that when people are actually searching for their service plus their location, they're nowhere to be seen. And I noticed that that story was quite similar to yourself, so you may or may not already know, but what I'll do is I'll just give you a very high level breakdown of your website and some of the back end characteristics that I can see, just to shed some light and give you some, I suppose, advice on how you can be improving your overall image and presence online, and hopefully get some more business coming through the door, especially in these challenging times we're all going through. So first of all, your website looks great, by the way. Eco Solar, I love the brand, bit of Aussie kangaroo in there as well, which is awesome. Site's been very well designed. Very easy on the eye. The first thing that springs to mind that we normally recommend with clients, and we see the best results with clients, is that it lacks in content. So what Google love is content. The reason being is that all Google is just one big robot, artificial intelligence, and what it does all day, every day is scour every single page of the internet. And what it's looking for is keywords. And your website, one thing, it's got a bit of wordage in here. What we normally like to recommend is anywhere between 1,000 and 1,500 words on the homepage at least, and a couple of hundred, say 300 to 500 words on each of your sub pages. Now the reason that is because you need to let Google know what you do in terms of a service, and that content has to be both authoritative, well written, and keyword rich. So for example, all the different services that you provide, photovoltaic services, integrator, solar panels, installation, repairs, everything like that needs to be very well embedded into your content so that Google knows what to do and so that it knows what to rank for. As well as in the actual words itself, you can also do this when you put in your site title, your images. All these things can actually be tagged with keywords, and what that will mean is that when people are searching for solar panels Melbourne, you'll be popping up, because right now that's unfortunately not the case, which I can go into more in a second. Let me just bring you over to this tool that I have access to called Ahrefs, or Ahrefs. This tool costs about $100 a month to access, and basically what these guys do is buy data from Google every single month. So this website can basically see everything that you've done from back-end standpoint, what's called backlinks, and basically showing where your website links to elsewhere on the internet. So it does look like you have had someone perhaps do some SEO for you in the past, because I'm seeing some backlinks here and some referring domains, which is great. I'm seeing a lot of no follow links down here as well, though, which are basically not doing anything. They're not giving your website any juice, any flow, and it's what this is meaning is that it's losing a bit of trust in Google. So this is URL rating, and this is domain rating. Your URL rating of 12 is not a bad stat to have, but you're definitely lacking in some domain rating, which is basically just overall trust that Google knows that you're a legit site. So one thing that you need to do to help these numbers are, one, more authoritative content, and two, more backlinks. So what I can do is compare it to, so first of all, if I search for solar installers Melbourne, this top is probably what you know already is the ad section. So I'm not sure if you're running Google ads, so you're running a Facebook ad. This here is the map pack. If you can get into this is some premium real estate that can be acquired. The way in which you do that is registering with Google My Business, which I think you've done already. However, in order to get into this sweet spot, you need to be upping the what's called citations, which is basically more listings online where you can be registering your business on like Yellow Pages and other business directories like that. But what we want to get you to ultimately is this, and this is the top of your organic search on Google. So you'll probably know when you Google anything, you probably rarely go past the first 4 or 5 entries here. You will likely choose one of these, and the way in which you get to this is by optimizing your site for search, one with content and one with backlinks. So to show you what I mean, if I click on Solar Gain, for example, and let's pop them into that same tool that I showed your site on. Now my apologies, let me just before I do that, let me just show one thing. Keywords, because this is where your site is obviously lacking in content just ever so slightly. If I go to keywords, this is basically what you're ranking for. So when people punch in eco-solar, you're coming up one. That's great. That's the brand of your name. But what you're not coming up for in organic search is for when people search for your service in your location, i.e. solar panels in Melbourne. And that is ultimately what you want to be ranking for, because that is what people are searching for in Google who don't know who eco-solar are. Now, let me just punch in this Solar Gain, who look like they're one of your top competitors. Now, let me just take it back to the start here, and you'll see the difference. So look at their URL rating and domain rating. So they've got a lot of juice coming into this site. So they've clearly went to town on their backlinks and their referring domains. Yeah, they've definitely went to town, and they've got over 15,000 organic keywords coming into their site every single month. So that means that when people are searching for these terms, they're coming through to their site. So they've clearly got some well-written content. Where's the site? Yeah. Look how much content they will have there. Probably not actually as much as they could have, but they'll have so much more in all of these sub-pages. Yeah, they've got just a lot more actual content, a lot more information on their offers, and it's clearly giving them more juice in their site. But again, the great thing about this tool is we can just go in and copy them. So we can see what they're ranking for, and we can go for the low keyword difficulty, and we can go for the high volume stuff. So whatever's the highest amount of volume and the lowest amount of difficulty, this means it's easier to rank for. That is when you can start getting strategic about how you want to rank for the easier selections, you could say. And the great thing about this as well, we can go in and copy their backlinks. So where else are they linking to on the internet? That's basically giving them a vote, because not all votes are created equal. So if you can find the votes that are giving the most juice, the most amount of trust to the site, samedayhotwater.com, not sure exactly what that is. It's obviously something to do with your industry or home improvements and things like that. So this is a bit of a process and a little bit of research that goes into it, but this is something that you can do to ultimately start matching up and start ranking for these keyword terms. That ultimately is what you want to be doing in terms of becoming better friends with Google, because it's all good when people are searching for ecosolar.com and coming through to you, but you want them to be finding you through keyword search. And really, again, just to summarize that, is content. So authoritative, well-written content that's keyword rich, but not just stuffing words here, there, and everywhere, doing it in a way that Google knows that it's well written by a native English person. And then to finish that off would be the content and then backlinks, and again, all of which can be found in this Ahrefs tool. So listen, hope that made sense. I'll send this over to you if you come back to me on my Facebook message, and hopefully we'll catch up soon. Happy to answer any questions on anything that I've covered. Thanks.